What's up? What's up? Six Sensei here, and yes, Yeeman. I chose this. I have a couple gameplays, but I chose this one because it is an underplayed map, That Tomahawk should have hit something, don't you think? I mean, there was three guys walking right there. But I'm just happy to be back. It's one of those things where, you got to take a break. You got to take a little vacation. And that's just what I did. I just took a little break, I had to step away from Call of Duty, man. And shit gets old. Shit gets just so annoying and stressful, anyway, enough about that. There's another Tomahawk that, Tomahawks or combat axes. I still call them Tomahawks from Black Ops 1 because I think that's a much cooler name than combat axe. But I still call them Tomahawks because I think it's a cooler name. But anyway, I think they're kind of broken in this game, right? Don't you think? Like, they go straight through people, and I think that's indicative of why I had to take a break, right? But I had to take a break because this game is just so inconsistent. It don't matter the console. It doesn't matter whatsoever. What console you play on, none of it matters because this game is inconsistent. You play on either console, and like right there, I feel like, maybe I should have had that. Maybe I shouldn't have, right? Maybe I shouldn't have. But anyway, today I want to talk to you guys about, and again, it's always talk with you guys. I want you guys to talk with me in the comment sections below. I swear to Jesus, I read almost every comment. Of course, there's a lot of videos that continuously get comments, but I read almost every comment you guys put up, and sometimes I reply if I feel it's necessary. And anyway, so I want to talk with you guys about trick-shotting. The past couple days I've been jumping on, and some of my friends are in free-for-all lobbies, and they're trick-shotting, and they're trying it out. So I've been trying it. I'm like, I never tried it, and it's one of those things where I wouldn't do quick scoping if I hadn't tried it until now, or until when I did, and I want to try trick-shotting, so I tried it, and I hate it. Flat out, I do not like it at all. And maybe I'm not good at it, right? I mean, and I'm not very good at it. There's a couple that I know, and they're very, very basic. I mean, it's like a 360, you do the knife 360, double tap, change to the grenade or whatever, and then do a silent shot. Like, I know a couple of them, and I hit a couple of them. Of course, they're in private matches, but I don't personally respect trick-shotting because, and I do respect, all right, I don't know how to say this, right? I do respect certain aspects of trick-shotting, but I don't respect a great deal of it, and I don't respect the luck part of it, right? It's one of those things where I don't really know how to say it anymore. I don't respect the luck. It's all it is luck. I mean, there is a skill that goes into it, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to take away the skill of what the player has to do on the controller, because there is a good deal amount of things. A great deal of things that you can tell I took a week off, right? There's a great deal of things that you have to be able to do to look at this dude. Really? Seriously. Anyway, if you hear me in the background, that's me. I did a live comm over this, but it was horrible, so I didn't use it. The gameplay's solid, but anyway, maybe you guys want that. Do you guys want live commentaries? Is that something you guys want inside the mind of Six Sensei while he's sniping? Because it's a lot of rage that goes on. A lot of rage. Anyway, yes, you can tell I've been away for a week. I'm losing my train of thought. But Tomahawks are broken. And what was I talking about? Trick-shotting. Of course, that's the whole subject of the commentary. Trick-shotting is something I don't respect because, flat out, it's all about luck. There is an amount of skill that goes into what you have to do on the controller to get the player to do what he does. Look at this dude laying on the ground, and I missed like a chump. Like I said, there's an amount of skill that goes into what you have to do to the controller to get the player to do what it does. But at the end of the day, it's luck, and it's just repetition, right? It's one I can't respect memorizing a pattern on a controller and doing it over and over and over again until you luckily land a trick shot. Even if you sit there all day and you randomly and luckily get one in a public lobby and search and destroy, that's more respectable because you spent a lot of time, but that's all you put into it was time. You didn't really put any skill into it, and that's what these gameplays take, time and skill, right? And continuous skill. It's not one moment of luck. It's, you get in this game, you have to have a decent party to control the map, and I've said that before. You know, you have to be able to predict where your enemy's coming from, because at the end of the day, regardless of what anybody says, sniping, especially in Black Ops 2, is difficult, and it's not easy to do, and it requires you to be able to understand where your enemy's coming from. And that's where this game has flawed for a lot of its time, especially in Hardpoint, is that your enemy is so unpredictable. That's what I loved about Drop Zone in Modern Warfare 3, is I always knew where the enemy was coming from, right? I always knew. I mean, it was almost... I never got shot in the back, and that's what it seems. I always get shot in the back in this game. Black Ops 2, and no matter what the game type is, shot in the back is what happens more than anything. And he did what I did. You can't be mad at him, right? I did the same thing. You walk up there, and you take a shot at the guys running off a C. So I just take a little bit of a creative route and pick, I think, both of them off here. That's an oldish gameplay. So anyway, and then I push Bravo. So anyway, again, trick shotting, I just don't respect it. I can't respect it, right? I want to, and I wanted to try it, and I gave it what I would call a fair shake, but I just can't respect it. And you know, this game is the inconsistent. Like in Modern Warfare 3, I didn't have to take a break. I never needed a break, right? The game still pissed me off because there was stupid shit. Like there was stupid things like the Striker, which they patched, but it still sucked ass. And you had the I don't know, Assassin, which they got Ghost in this game, so it's like the same shit. Here's I think 3-piece? Yeah, 3-piece. Now, here's the problem. We took C. So if we didn't have C, if that dumbass, whoever that wasn't in their spawn, they would be spawning in front of me and not behind me, as you can see. You got to be able to predict where your enemy's coming from. That's what I was talking about. So, you know, you got to be... I need players on my team who can control the damn map. You know, right here, I don't know how did that miss? How did that miss? That's what I don't understand, the inconsistencies. And, of course, I take a dive from 2 feet, break my legs, and die. Anyway, you know, like I said, I had to take a break, and look at how did that miss? Those things irritate me quite a bit. So if I was to do live comms, you would probably hear a little bit of raging. Maybe I could control it. I'm not sure. And some people would say, how did that hit? But I think that was a very solid, very straight, accurate, and reactive shot. You know, right now, I don't know where they're coming from. I have a good idea they're coming from A because my team's not over there, but we need to let them have a flag. You know, we're never going to control a spawn unless they have a flag. And this is the only game type that I find so far that you can mildly predict the spawns. You know, Hardpoint is just broken. Hardpoint is broken. That shit is ridiculous. And then you get headquarters is stupid as it always was. I mean, that's nothing different. And look, why are they flipping the spawns? This big ass map. They're flipping the spawns up, you know, and that's what drives me nuts. So yeah, we win 37-11, pretty solid game. But it's one of those things where it could have been better. I could have had a kill feed or 2, right? I had 2 3-pieces, I think, in here. And here's just a vagina weapon. Was that the S12? I refuse to use that shit. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Tell me in the comments what you think about trick shotting. And if you want to see some live comms, I'm Six Sensei. And I'm out. Peace.